Does anyone know the words to that song?
No, I think everyone just fucking drunkenly hums it, don't they?
I think they're just like da, da, da. Everyone knows that like da, da, da,
Right.
da, 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 the old lang syne. I don't even know if that's actually how you say it, but you know that's
I'm
how
pretty
I say
sure it is, yeah.
old, you know what I mean.
Old Lang
Happy
Syne?
New Yeah, old lang
Happy
syne,
New
right?
Year. Yeah, exactly.
Happy New Year. That's everyone knows that one, right?
Woo!
The new year. I saw a funny post this morning. It was it said like Earth has rotated around the sun or whatever, or however that works. I forget. I've been out of grade school for a long time. And then it has like and then it goes like humans, and they're all like woo. So stupid. So stupid. Anyways, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Welcome back to another episode of Mini Life. This is actually a very, very special one. I say that all the time, but this one, Sean, we've been teasing for a long time. At the end, we were always like, "Oh, but wait,
Big
there's
surprise!"
more."
We've just constantly been dangling the carrot for like the past 2-3 months now. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I
Everyone
know.
must be so fed up.
It's so funny because you see companies or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, I've been trying to keep this secret, blah blah blah," and now I know what they feel like.
Honest, it's been so difficult to keep it like secret from everyone. I've really struggled at times,
and I'm sure a lot of people may have figured it out because of shares and posts and whatnot. But should we just go out and say it?
I think we need a drum roll first. Let's just make him be dangled on the carrot just that little bit longer.
Hold on.
Let's get a drum roll.
Is there? Oh, we have a drum roll, people.
Yes.
Hold on. We're gonna go live on the media board. Ready? Let's see. Drum roll, please. Oh, that was pretty good.
I like
That was
that.
pretty good. I like that a lot. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after some back and forth and come to an agreement, we are officially going to be partnering with Mountney Classic. Oh, dang it. I should have the damn media board ready for that, too.
Come on, Mike. First day of the new year and you're already slacking. What is this?
All right. Let me say it again. After some back and forth and coming to agreement, we are officially going to partner with Mountney Classic.
I am so excited for this partnership with Mountney, man. This is incredible.
All
Such a
jokes
huge
aside.
moment.
Yeah, all jokes aside, the people over at Mountney, we talk to Jody all the time, and Dan is such a great guy. We are
100%.
we're trying to get him on the podcast as well to kind of go over Mountney and the history of it and all that, and kind of what they do. And obviously, I think majority of you know who Mountney is, and majority
if you
of
don't, you've been living under a rock.
Yeah, you've either seen one, you have one, or whatnot. I'm not even saying it because we're partners now, but I truly do love my Mountney steering wheel. I got it well before I've ever talked to them. It's just a good look, classic steering wheel. They obviously have a great line of all sorts of steering wheels. Sean, you have several, I think.
Yeah, I've got a collection. The nice thing about Mountney is that they're not just a one specific steering wheel. They've got so much variation. So, like you were saying, Mike, you've got a really sort of traditional, classic 60s, 70s style racing one, whereas I've got the more modern go-kart sort of size looking steering wheel. So the nice thing is they really do cater for everything and anything, which is great. And it's not just minis. It's a lot of classic cars.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of classic cars or modern cars. I mean, they have a line of a bunch of stuff. So obviously go check them out. But we also have some sweet things coming out. And we don't have the specifics yet. We're finalizing the details of how we're going to do it.
It's another carrot being dangled.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you what it is, but we won't have the specifics on how to enter yet. But we're going to do a giveaway to kind of launch this partnership and this in the new year here. Dan and Jody have found in the archives of Mountney the sickest new old stock steering wheel. I think it's what from like the 80s.
80s, late 70s, 80s, I think they were saying. And I'm sure, I think
I,
Dan mentioned that it was one of one.
well, I
Potentially,
think
was
it.
it?
I don't know if it's one of one or it's just one of one still around because it's
Yeah.
new old stock and there's no more production. I don't know. We'll clarify that. But
Yeah.
regardless, I've never seen it before. Super cool. Maybe we'll wait and share what it looks like later. But really cool vintage. Like I said, either 80s, late 70s, something like that. Steering wheel, new old stock. This thing is badass. We're gonna
Mike and
do a
I are really
giveaway.
fight. Yeah, Mike and
I
I
know.
have been fighting over this.
I know. I obviously can't enter.
I
My
know,
what?
same.
Can my missus enter though?
Well,
I'm just.
Ash has already mentioned about her entering, and I'm like, I kind of feel like you
Uh,
can't because, but I
yeah,
mean,
that would be.
honestly, right? Whoever is going to win this, honestly, they are getting such a treat. It's an amazing steering wheel, and Mike and I are so very jealous.
Yeah, it's super cool. So we're really excited about that when they presented that to us. We're like, yeah, that's such a sick kind of entry into this partnership. So everyone go check out Mountney Classic. Obviously, Mountney Classic on Instagram. Check out their website. Mountney Classic. Is it Mountney Classic? I should have had that pulled up.
I do believe it is mountneyclassic.co.uk or .com, one of the two.
Yeah, see, that's the part I don't know because it's got the UK stuff in there.
See that
Yeah, mountneyclassic.co. I was going to say .com, but
yeah,
.co.uk. So sorry about that. I'm an American. I just
I
Google
think
things.
I think there are American suppliers as well. If anyone is looking at it as well, so
Yeah, but go to their website. They have you can order straight from there. You can type in your car, make, model, all that kind of jazz. You can just browse. They obviously have some other stuff on there as well, but check them out. We're super excited about it, and I'm really excited about actually potentially maybe today, New Year's Day, driving my classic mini with my Mountney steering wheel because I got it fired, Sean. I got it fired up.
no.
It
You
fired
see,
up.
you've been keeping this quiet from me. Is this why you've been so quiet over Christmas?
No, well, I got it fired up, but there's a little electrical gremlin that I'm figuring
No.
out. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I got a lot of things to kind of do a little diagnostics today. Um,
Nice.
but yeah, I got it all back together. I was priming the oil, so I was just cranking it without any spark or anything like that. And oil pressure was climbing, looked all good, and I kind of smelled like a little electrical burn. You know that
Oh
smell,
no,
and it's like
yeah.
that sinking feeling. And behind the dash had a little of smoke.
Oh no. And switch
And
everything off in a massive panic, and yeah.
honestly, it's still kind of confusing to what actually happened. I won't go into the dirty details because wiring's kind of boring. But anyways, my car had like the later model 3 clock dash, and it was
Hmm.
converted to a center binnacle, and it came with obviously the conversion wiring harness, and I followed the wiring diagram in the Haynes manual and what I found online and how to do it all, and it worked fine. All it's been there over a year, probably 2
Yeah.
years. I don't know.
Yeah, so if it was going to catch fire, it would have done it by now.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And if you guys ever listened to the Chinwag episode, I clearly have driven the car a lot since then, and no issues. So I was very confused of what happened. The only thing I changed was I have had a electric water temp gauge, and I took that out, capped those wires so those aren't touching anything, and put in, just the capillary type that just reads whatever mechanical.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's technically called. That's the only thing I changed. So obviously I had the engine out, so wires were unplugged, but not the dash or anything. So
Mm.
I have no idea really what caused it, but I, have stripped it all back and I'm doing some testing and then burned up another. Oh, it's the voltage. For those that don't have a center binnacle might not know what I'm talking about, but there's a voltage stabilizer that grounds on the back of the speedo. And what happens is, 12 volts go in, and the fuel gauge and the water temp gauge require, for majority of cars, some of the really early ones didn't, but majority of them require 10 volts, I believe. So it goes in and it like regulates it down to 10 volts, so it doesn't so the gauges read properly.
Yeah.
But where it's confusing is it draws power from the ignition wire, the white ignition wire. So something's grounding weird, something's got cross. I don't know. I don't know because I didn't
It
touch
might
any.
even. It could even be a bad earth if it's been sitting for a while, man. Things get crudded up, even if it's dry stored.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not.
No.
It's not. Like, you guys are very used to rusty shit like that, and it's
Yeah.
not. Even though when I was putting like all the major grounds and everything back on, like the engine strap and all that kind of stuff back, putting in, I always just give them a quick sand. They're always they're fine. I mean, maybe at most the one sitting in the engine bay in the elements in the garage. Not
Yeah.
really, but like it has like maybe a slight tinge of surface rust. But yeah, in terms of grounds, I think it is grounding on something. I don't think it's a bad grounding per se of like it needs to be clean. So I don't know.
Mm.
I got a few things to check out today, but I did like bypass it, and it got ran fine, ran great. So, but I obviously want to fix that before I get
Yeah,
everything
but
going. I don't
at
want any
least
electrical fires.
no, definitely not. But at least you are beyond close to going for that first drive again after so long of not having it. So
Yeah.
I'm happy for you, man. I'm so stoked.
Yeah. So it's like it's right there. It's that last little. It's not even the engine. It's not mechanical. It's we gotta figure it out. I did not. It threw me a curveball. Did not expect that.
It's a mini thing, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. I got a brand new regulator. Yeah. So for
Nice.
those wire nerds, I had like a solid state, like, I don't even know what it's called. I think it was like a 7810. Like it was kind of like a little chip thing, and has 3 little electrodes. It wasn't the traditional kind of rectangle one,
Mhm.
but it works the same way. And I think the new voltage stabilizers that you get from like Mini Spare Sports and all that jazz have what I'm using inside of it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows? I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not a
You'll
professional.
figure it out.
Yeah, I'm not a professional. I understand everything that needs to happen, but when like something little like this happens, and then people are like, no offense to you, but they're like, oh, just check the ground. Like,
Yeah.
I did. I checked the ground.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it probably is something simple like that, but like it's deeper than kind of right
Well,
where
that's
I'm at.
that's
So
the thing with electronics, though, isn't it? You can't physically see it. Whereas if it was a mechanical issue, you'd be able to work through those simple processes and then get to that point of, oh, well, that's definitely broken. Whereas with
exactly.
electrical stuff, you
You
can't.
gotta
It
start.
might even be a break in the wire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I got to trace some wires, and there's like a few things on my list I got to check out. So we'll see.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
but it's good news though. It's good news. I'm happy,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. It sounded good. Sounded good. Purrs like a kitten. We'll see.
Happy days.
What's going on with you? What's the outlaw like? Nothing
Um,
recently?
The Outlaw is covered in cobwebs, I assume. I haven't seen it since I last posted an update, which was like 3 months ago, I think. Basically, I am currently waiting for some drier, warmer weather. I'm fed up. Well, I've got to the age in life now where I'm fed up of scrabbling around under cars in the cold, in the damp, and just having a miserable time. So I'm taking a leaf out of my old man's book and waiting until the good weather's back, probably early spring, and then hopefully by that point I'll have saved up enough parts that I can just hit it hard and get it back up and running and repainted, hopefully. So there's nothing really new to report on the Outlaw, apart from a livery design has been designed, and interior updates are pretty much there as well. So that's as far as we are with that, really. Yeah, I know.
Is 2024 the year? Is it going to be done or what? What do you think?
I think if it was to be this year, I think it would be very late this year. We're probably
Did
talking.
you just say if it was to be Worcestershire? Is that what you just said?
Bloody hell, Mike! You've been practicing over Christmas.
It was to be Worcestershire? That's what you just said. I swear you just said.
No,
listen.
Surely not. Surely, mate. I'm gonna have to listen to this back.
Everyone that's listening, if you heard it, if it were to be Worcestershire, please comment. Please comment. Send us a message. I heard that.
Hey, you're doing me dirty on the first day, man.
That's what you just said. It was, if it were to be this year, it will be Worcestershire. That's what you said.
Hey, leave me alone, man. I am still hungover from New Year's. It's like 4:45 in the afternoon, and I am so bad today. It's unreal.
I feel great.
So, yeah, I can imagine, Mister. I don't get hangovers.
I don't get hangovers. I don't go hard at all on New Year's. I never really liked New Year's. It's a weird, like, I don't like staying up that late.
Yeah.
And also, like, I don't know how it is in England. I'm sure it's probably similar from us, but it's like, it's kind of, sometimes it's dangerous out there. There's a lot of drunkards driving on the road.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a car podcast, so we can talk about drunk driving. Not good. No. Do you guys have Uber over there?
Yes.
Uber?
I don't. To be honest, I live under a rock. In all honesty, Mike, I think we do.
What?
But...
It's like a car. What the I don't. Let me explain.
I'm just gonna hang up my headphones now and just leave. Yeah.
I think it's worldwide. I don't know, but it's
I'm sure it is.
It's a car service.
We just got Uber trains. So yeah.
I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. Uber trains? What?
Yeah, it's a new thing.
Like you can call a train from an Uber.
I don't know how they work it, but I know you can get like train tickets through Uber now. I think there's been advertised all over the place.
Uber is a ride, but let's say transporting rides in cities across the UK. Yeah. It's an app on your phone or whatever device that you're using, I guess, that you can call like a car to come pick you up.
Yeah. I know what Uber is.
You've never used an Uber?
I've never used an Uber. I've always driven myself.
Well, that's not good.
I don't know.
If you're listen.
Oh no, if you drink driving, yeah, fair. But
okay,
yeah. The only drink I have is New Year's.
Just to clarify, we are not promoting drinking and driving.
100% not.
Yeah, do not do that. Have a designated driver, a DD, or some Uber. That's what Uber's there for now. I bet Uber cleans up on New Year's.
Yeah, they probably do actually. They're probably undercutting a lot of taxi firms, that's for sure.
So, I don't know if they've changed this, but I don't think you can have a Mini as an Uber car because it's 2 doors. So it would have to be like a newer 4-door. I'm almost positive. Yeah, they might have changed it, but it used to be it has to be a 4-door.
What about the Clubman though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it has to be a newer 4-door one.
Yeah, but the Clubman's got the 2-door, or the older the R55's got the suicide door, isn't it?
Nope, can't do it. It's got to be 4.
Wow, it's got the barn doors at the back. Technically a 5-door. Just saying.
Yeah, you damn UKans say that kind of they I worked for a Mini dealership for a while, and like the brochure or whatever would say like 5-door or 3-door, and they're like, what? Like people in here, they have no. I was like, it's because it's got a hatch. They consider that a door. They're like, but it's not a door. Is there a seat back there? It's like, no, you idiot. Just like, it's a 2-door. It's 2-door.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Otherwise, Outlaws as it is. We've recently just got back from South France as well, which has been lovely. Not to
nice.
But it was absolutely phenomenal. Best
Yeah.
decision we've ever made for spending Christmas. So
It looked
yeah,
cool. So you drove the Monte Carlo
yeah.
road or
So
no? Or part of it?
sort of yeah. So we Christmas Eve was spent in actual Monaco. So we had a rental car. Unfortunately, it wasn't Mini. Beggars can't be choosers, I guess, at this point. But yeah, we got to drive the Formula One circuit. We'd done a few laps on that at the 20 kilometers speed limit. So our lap time was like 4 minutes something.
Damn, you slowpoke.
Yeah, but honestly, it was fantastic. And then yeah, Christmas Day was spelt bloody hell. Sorry, Christmas Day was spent driving up to Col di Turini, up in the Alps. So our Christmas Day was looking over the mountains, up all the rally routes down into Monte Carlo, which was absolutely phenomenal.
That's awesome. Yeah, that looked
Incredible.
really cool. Really cool. I had a question though when I was watching. I don't think I actually asked you, but when I was watching your stories, you were driving. Were you on the left-hand side of the car?
Yeah, we were on the wrong side of the car and the road.
How was that? Had you ever driven like that before?
So I've driven left-hand drive cars or hookers on
Hookers? What's
UK
this?
roads. Hookers because it's hooked on the wrong side, isn't it? It's
What?
called. It's like a left hooker.
What are you
Have you
talking
never heard
about?
that? Have you never ever heard of a left hooker?
Do you know what a hooker is?
Well, yeah, obviously. The
You
headers, right?
guys,
Hooker headers.
what? No. Oh my gosh, you guys are just. This is now I gotta click. This has explicit content in here. This was supposed to be a family-friendly New Year's discussion, and
Yeah.
now I gotta click the explicit content.
It's all gone
Anyways, you
downhill.
got a left-hand side hooker.
Yeah, so I've driven left-hand drive on UK roads, but I've never driven outside of the UK before. So that was an experience. Trying to blend in with the locals on their local roads was an experience, that's for sure.
Did you turn down the wrong way?
No, I didn't make that mistake. What I did find out, however, is when you're driving up on the mountain roads, the road markings are a very loose guideline. So you could be coming around a hairpin corner on a blind turn, and there would be a local on the opposite side of the road, or the same side of the road coming towards you, basically.
Oh
The roads are
yeah,
so tight, and like the switchbacks were incredible, Mike.
yeah,
Honestly,
yeah. I forget exactly where it was. I was much younger. I think I was in somewhere in maybe Italy or I don't remember, but we were taking like a taxi up to some restaurant, and it was like kind of switchbacks like that at night, and it was basically like you were saying, kind of like a one lane. And I
yeah.
remember him going around the corner, and there's a car coming. I'm like, holy shit! Like, what is happening? And they like go around, flash their lights, and honk. Like,
Yeah.
they don't slow down. They
Oh
don't
god, no!
slow
If anything,
down.
they
Yeah,
speed up. They aim
yeah.
for you.
Jesus, crazy.
Oh man. And yeah, and the one of the last days we were actually out in Nice. I met this really cool guy who owns a pop art shop. He's got all the printing machines, prints his own t-shirts, posters. His shop was just full of like car memorabilia, so lights, carburetors, toy models, you name it. And it turned out he used to own a Mini Moke. He's got a 1275 Clubman. I think he's also said he's got a 70s Corvette Stingray, and I think it was a Jeep Wrangler or something, but really cool guy. So I'm really trying to get him on the podcast. So if you're listening, you're coming on, you haven't got a choice. Mike and I are going to be pushing for it.
Yeah. Do you remember his Instagram? I was looking at it a little bit.
Yeah,
It was like pop something.
bear with me, it's pop
I don't remember.
art, but I think there might be. Yep, so
Yeah.
it's pop art as one word, underscore gallery as GALERIE. Really cool guy, really great shop. So if you're ever down in Nice, 100% go and visit him, because he's absolutely a legend in my eyes. He's
Pop
such a cool guy.
art gallery. Yeah, it was cool. I was looking at the Instagram, and obviously the pictures that you have. That's a pretty big account, huh? Look at
yeah.
that.
I mean, when I was there,
Oh, there's his.
I had to buy
Oh,
the
that's
old.
sweet.
How cool is that?
That's cool. He's showing a like a print that he got. It's a moke with a dog hanging in it. It's like
It,
that's
I
super cool.
had to, I had to. I saw it and I was just like, I can't not leave this shop without having that.
Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, he's got the the Clubman Estate in his shop and stuff. Oh, cool stuff. Go check that guy. So he sells like shirts and paintings and stuff. Oh yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
so they've got inside the shop. They've actually got their own sort of printing presses and machines up there, which was really
Oh,
cool to
that's very
see.
cool. Very very
So
cool.
yeah,
Cool. All right. Well, we wanted to pop on here, tell you guys the news, wish you a happy new year. I hope everyone got a lot of mini parts for the holidays, and I hope you guys are cracking on in the garage and getting those projects. I know you guys are pulling your cars off the road nowadays, but
yeah, especially
here
with the
in
salt on the roads.
here it is. Looks like it's not a cloud in the sky, nice and sunny. It does say it's 53.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
That's a little chilly.
A little chilly.
Might have to
Yeah,
like roll the
thanks.
windows up while driving.
Right, that's it. I'm done. I'm gone, Mike. This is it. This is my last episode. Oh
All
god
right,
damn.
everybody. We appreciate you listening in. Stay tuned for the Mountney Classic Mini Life giveaway. That awesome new old stock steering wheel. Check it out. We will be launching stuff on the socials very soon. So
Yes.
stay tuned. Follow Mini Life at minilife.37. Follow Mountney Classic at Mountney Classic. Obviously, you can follow Sean and I. Sean is Scrapyard at Scrapyard, and I am Gold Tooth Cray. It'll pop up. I'm sure there's some underscores in there somewhere, but yeah, follow us. We'll be posting a bunch of different stuff over the New Year's. Yeah, we got some cool things still coming, and obviously with Mountney and Mini Life alike. So stay tuned.
Catch you guys on the next one.
Catch you guys on the next one.